Alright, my dudes, welcome back to another episode of Pokeclicker, and in today's episode, the main thing that we are going to be doing is the Crown Tundra, but we have some little things that we can start in the meantime, because the game has been updated a few times since the last episode, because I took a little bit longer than I expected to get through. But that's besides the point. I'm just gonna go through every town and check every single bulletin board that is available to make sure that they don't have any quests. Seems like we're good for the Kanto region. So over to Johto. Johto's good, but I need to get another unknown form real quick. Alright, now let's head over to the Hoenn region, where some things have actually changed. Now in the bulletin board, there is a few things that you can do, mainly just revolving around the legendaries of this region, them being Latios, Chirachi, and Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza. But it seems like something is going on in the Raging Maelstrom. But something is also going on in Subtopless. Looks like Kyogre and Groudon are going at it again. And explore Cave. Alright, once we did that, we can talk to Wallace here. Wallace does a bunch of things. I think he was talking about going to Sky Pillar to go find Rayquaza. So now we're playing Emerald is the way that things look like they're kind of playing now. Crazy enough. I don't know why I did Sky Pillar twice, but there's Sky Pillar twice. Alright, so now the clash is going on. Rayquaza's telling him to cut it out. Now I can talk to Wallace in Cave of Origin again. And is that the... No, we have to catch each one of these guys. Well, I'll do that later. Alright, so now we go to Little Root Town. We can watch television. And we can watch more television. And watch more television. Go to Hoenn Pokemon League to claim your Eon ticket. Okay. Contest attendant gives me an Eon ticket. Sure. So it seems like it wants us to go into items. And maybe in here somewhere is the Eon ticket? Is it? No, it's not. Here, maybe? Oh, we have to enter the code Eon ticket in order for the Eon ticket to actually work. Let's enter Eon ticket. Let's see if that works. Alright, we got the Eon ticket. Easy enough. Now with the Eon ticket, we can go to the southern island and we can talk to a surfer dude here. Who says they got here using their Eon ticket. Now we can explore the island. We have to do fights with Latios and Latios. Or just one of them? Okay, I'm gonna hatch a Latios. Actually, Latios might already be in my breeder thing. Alright, there's Kyogre, Groudon, and it didn't work. Alright, catching a Kyogre, Groudon, and Rayquaza. Finish the quest. So now the only thing that we have left is to attend the opening ceremony of the Millennium Festival near Lava Ridge Town. The Millennium Festival. Is this going to go into the movie part of Jirachi a little bit, I'm guessing? Maybe. Oh, yep, Jesse and James. Jesse and James want to fight, but they are all decked out in their cool costumes, but they are pretty easy to defeat, and they're blasting off again. So now the Butler's going to talk, or just a person named Butler, not a Butler. Now you can go to the top of Mount Chimney, and it's in the Mount Chimney crater. And does it want us to complete the Mount Chimney crater in order to finish this bit? Also, I think they added all the Vivillons to the prior areas where there were Vivillons. Or maybe there's just an event going on. But, I mean, you can get Vivillon events now, but... now we're being stalked by an Absol. I don't know where the Absol is. And, yep, hatching the Absol worked. I have to go investigate the crystalline cocoon Butler gave you. Where do I do that? Also, they changed the ways that megas work a little bit, so you can see every mega that's currently available in the game here on megas. But of course, I'm not. You probably still have to go get the stones in order to unlock them. But you'll notice that I can't do Lucario right now, and that's because they drastically increased the amount of combat power that you need in order to Mega Evolve a Pokemon now. Okay, so for before with Lucario, it was like 10,000, and now you need 72,500 attack in order to Mega Evolve a Lucario, which, you know, seems a little high, but we're not going to be able to Mega Evolve a Pokemon anytime soon because of that. They did add more Megas, so, you know, they exist. Oh, there was a thing in the crater that let you examine the crystal. So we examined the crystal. Now I gotta fight Butler with a Kirlia, a Yenna, and a Dusclops, and there it goes. Alright, now this guy is escaping through the Jagged Pass, but has another Butler fight, but this time he has a Salamence. And, oh, we awakened Metagroudon. Metagroudon is very angry, and it's dead. And now it wants us to catch or hatch a Jirachi. Now, obviously, Jirachi does not have a Mega. Would be cool if it did, though, but it does not. So, we're just gonna hatch that real quick. Alright, we hatched the Jirachi, and that would be the end of all the quests in Hoenn, but it seems like we have another thing here to help Butler's wish come true responsibly. Butler's new plan in the Jagged Pass has a bunch of stuff that he talked about. We need to gather materials for a thing, and I'll do that later. Alright, now let's move on to the Sinnoh region, where there's there's one new quest, and it is a rare egg in Sandgem Lab. Where's Sandgem Town? I never played this game. Professor Hastings has a bunch of stuff. Now we have to go to Eterna Forest. Beat through all this stuff here. Actually, we don't need to go through Eterna Forest. We just... Wait, do we? No, we just need to talk to these strange boulders. And it's Graveler, but happy. Okay, we need to catch 50 water-type Pokemon. So I'm going to go do that real quick. Alright, now that we've caught all those water types, we can go fight the rocks. It's the Go Rock Squad Grunt. I don't know if this is part of a movie. I might not have seen this one. But, I mean, we're still fighting dudes. And we're fighting even more dudes. This guy just had 4 Zubats. Alright, they're leaving the forest or something. Now they want us to fight Parasect? Oh, okay, because Parasect is the boss of this area. They want us to fight a Parasect in here as the boss. So hopefully we get a Parasect first try. Nice, and I clicked it again by accident. Alright, now we get to fight them once again. We only have... Oh, well, they had a Politoed that time. At least that's kind of neat. But now they're at the old chateau where they got Scythers and Venusaur. Now we can go back to Sandgem Town after Professor Hastings where we give him the egg back. Now we have to go to Canalave. Canalave is an area that is right over. It's gonna be. It has to be. Oh, it's this one. Professor Hastings. There's someone else who stole an egg. Maybe in Jubilife City's Black Belt. A Happini with a blue egg. They're heading north across Route 204 for Roma Town, and now there's a lady. Now they say that they're going to Eterna City. Maybe a cyclist. Says they're going across Route 211. This waitress said they're going south. They went south to Salacion Town, didn't they? Now we meet up with a Pokemon Ranger, and now they're going to Her Home City. At Her Home City, we find Murph. And Murph said something about Fior? Then went running into Mount Coronet. So is it actually here in Mount Coronet somewhere? No, it doesn't appear. Is it in Orberg, though? Okay, the cyclist says I went through the Orberg Tunnel. Okay, so now we're back in Jubilife City, and now that it's going to Professor Rowan's lab in Twinleaf Town, now the contest champion... Wait, is it not in this town? Or is it in Pal Park? Or is it... There's a burglar? Wait, hold on. The bug catcher said that they were heading south towards Professor Rowan's lab. Oh, it must just be back in Sandtinge Town. Now we have to go rock Pokemon Pincher, and they've been defeated. Now it's southeast across the water, and now the strange boulders are back. Oh, we have to catch fighting types. Alright, we managed to catch some fighting types, so now we can go back to the Pal Park, and we can fight the Manaphy Egg Protectors, which is a bunch of children. Alright, so the Manaphy Egg hatched, and now I have to go back to Hastings in a lab. Where's Hastings? Oh, Hastings is in Canalave. Right. Alright, so that completes that quest. And now we are good for the Sinnoh region. Unova region doesn't look like anything has changed. But wait, where's the bulletin board in this region? Okay, I don't think Unova has a bulletin board right now. but I guess that's what we'll roll with. Now we can go over to Kalos, where a few things seem to have happened in Kalos. One of them being that we can fight Grand Duchess Diantha. It only has 4 Pokemon, but this fight's pretty easy. They've got a Gourgeist, they've got a Goodra. Are they just gonna end with normal Gardevoir here, or nope? It's gonna be Mega Gardevoir again. If I have to guess, is this how we're gonna get the Gardevoir right? Maybe. Yep, she's giving us Gardevoir right. Okay, so they've spread out a lot of the various Mega Stones to different parts of like where they actually are in the region. Like you can get Kangaskhanite in Glittering Cave where you normally get it. You can get Garchomp in Victory Road Kalos. As we mentioned before, you need a lot of combat power for Megas, so there's no point in me really getting any of the Mega Stones this episode. I'm not too worried about it. But there's a Hex Maniac fight, and I'm guessing the Hex Maniac is going to give us Gengarite at the end of this. Okay, we got Gengar's Mega Stone out of that fight, and maybe that seems like all that we had to do. Is there anything on the bulletin board? Nope. Nothing on the bulletin board. Now we can go to Alola, and Alola has something on the bulletin board, which is the Magikarp Jump subregion, which is going to be just over here. So now we have a pretty big area that we just unlocked. It seems like there's a Mayor Carp. Mayor Carp basically welcomes us to the region, all those good things. There's a bulletin board for this area specifically, but we haven't got any of that. There's also Roddy Tackle. Doesn't have anything too specific for us, and a Man of Mystery who's selling Magikarps to clueless children. Noted. Let's start exploring around a little bit. See if we can find... Or can we only do damage with Magikarp in this region? Oh no, that's a little bit... Oh no. Wait, hold on. I've only just considered the massive problem that has been put in front of me here. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna train Magikarp up after the Crown Tundra. This might have to be something that we put in a completely different episode of Pokeclicker, once I train up my Magikarp that I have. But yeah, there's nothing that we can really do right here because it's gonna just take so long. Now we have the bulletin board in Postwick, and there's nothing here for us to do. Let's sub-regional travel over to the Crown Tundra, which is the actual part of today's video. And since you have been watching this long, I think you deserve to know that I actually have my own code in Pokeclicker now. Yes, that's right. So if you go to save and you type in fire item 1, 2, 3. Oh, whoops, that didn't need to capitalize this part. But if you type in code fire item 1, 2, 3 and then hit claim, you get 3 random held items that boost a specific type. So yeah, use code fire item 1, 2, 3. It's my own code that they gave me after I complained about wanting a code in the game that gives you a random item. They decided to specify it to me, which I thought was super nice of the Pokeclicker team to do. And one of the people who contacted me also said that they watch my videos, so it's pretty neat. So yeah, it just goes to show that complaining about things works sometimes. Okay, so if I had to guess, I got a charcoal, I got a soft sand, I think I got a mystic water or a magnet. Either one of those two. Use the code. Get some items. It's good. It's great. Alright, but the first thing that you always do whenever you enter the Crown Tundra is that you fight Trainer Peony. And Trainer Peony has a Caparaja with a lot of health, which means that I should probably turn on the buffs and the flute and the drugs. Lots of the drugs. Okay, we're on to their second Pokemon. Aggron obviously has a quad weakness, so we're going to be able to take this one down a little bit faster than we took down the Caparaja, but we're definitely making good timing to defeat Peony fairly quickly here. And with that, we now have access to the next area where we just need to defeat 10 Pokemon fairly quickly. Now that we've done that, we can move over to Freezington. Freezington has its own bulletin board where we can get many quests. We can start the Crown of Galar, the Birds of the Dynatree, and the Ancient Golems. So I'm guessing we have to talk to Peony to start all of these. But it's giving us the option to fight Calyrex. So let's go ahead and do that. Calyrex is a grass psychic type, so it is quad weak to bug, and also being a grass type, you've got a lot of weaknesses in general, so this shouldn't take too long. Alright, with that we've defeated Calyrex. I thought there was another fight here, but now you gotta talk to Calyrex through Peony, and they said something. Okay, let's take this time to explore a little bit more of the areas, just unlock all of them. Ooh, there's Wild Amoras here. Of course, there is Wild Amoras in the actual Crown Tundra. It's because all the fossil Pokemon didn't die because they were revived by Calyrex, which is some pretty neat lore. It's not really confirmed, but it is a cool idea. With that, we now have access to Giant's Bed, which is pretty huge, but we only need to beat 10 Pokemon to get through this area and unlock some other places. Okay, so in the old cemetery, we have to beat 50 Pokemon, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Alright, with that, we have planted the carrot in the old cemetery, and now let's move up to Snow Slide Slope, so we can also plant a carrot here. Alright, that was 50 Pokemon defeated on Snow Slide Slope, and now we have to return to Freezington to talk to Calyrex once again. Now we have to fight Glastrier and Spectrier the same way that the story did. Alright, down goes Glastrier, and now we can start working on Spectrier. Alright, down goes Spectrier. With that, we can talk to Calyrex again. It's telling us to meet it at the mountain's peak. Alright, so in the meantime, I'm going to start clearing through some more areas. One of them being the Giant's Foot here real quick. And the Giant's Foot gives us access to Roaring Sea Caves, which has a lot of Pokemon in here. Holy smokes. Let's see if we can clear through here once really quickly just to get that done. 8 ladders over here on the left side. Hopefully don't run into too many more Pokemon in between trying to find this blasted boss Pokemon. It seems like that's all we're doing right now is running into... Oh, there's the boss. It's a Kabutops. With that, we have defeated Kabutops. Now we have access to the Frigid Sea, where we can defeat 10 Pokemon pretty quickly. Alright, Frigid Sea gives us access to 3-point pass. 3-point pass is nothing super special for us, except for the fact that it now gives us access to the Split Decision Ruins, but we don't have access to the Split Decision Ruins yet. I'm guessing because we need to progress farther in the Ancient Golem's quest. But now we have another cave called Tunnel to the Top, which is 2 million coins, which doesn't seem too difficult compared to what we just did, but it's still going to be pretty long. Okay, I somehow managed to dodge all of the chests coming up here, but it doesn't matter because now we are in this second area, and the second area has the boss lying in wait somewhere around here. It's over here. Alright, boss is a Frostlass, and down goes Frostlass, so we can go through there. We just have the path to the peak, which just has another quick 10 Pokemon for us to beat Wild Frostmoths on this path, which is pretty neat. Hashtag bars. Now we are at the Crown Shrine, where there's an Explorer here. And apparently a Pokemon sometimes hides in the chest here. I wonder what that's about. Alright, well I'm going to keep opening all the chests that I find here. But I have a pretty good intuition that tells me that the Pokemon that hides in the chest, similar to that other Pokemon that hides in the chest, is probably going to be Galarian Zen Mode Darmanitan. We're going to need to increase our combat power a little... Oh, I think we're off. Which means we're going to need to be able to increase our combat power a little bit to just clear through this place super quick. We're trying to get through all the chests. But it's definitely something I'll put on the to-do list, is to come back here and get Zen Mode Darmanitan. Okay, Spectrier and Glastrier become roaming Pokemon now that I've defeated. I thought they were going to be up here in the Crown Shrine, but that is not the case. They're now roaming around Crown Tundra, so I'll take care of that later. But now let's go into Balamir Lake, which is the area that kind of surrounds the big tree It's just got wild obstacles out here. And now that we've defeated the area around the big tree, we can actually walk up to the big tree. Alright, the boss Pokemon of this area is Greedent, probably referencing the fact that if you shook the tree too many times, a Dynamax Greedent raid would start. You get a ton of berries from that once per save file. But cleared the Dynatree, so I think the 3 birds are attacking us, which is kind of crazy. First off is Galarian Articuno, Psychic Ice, or not Psychic Ice, Psychic Flying type. It would be kind of cool if it was Psychic Ice though, but obviously I had to give up the Ice typing. Next up is Galarian Zapdos, probably one of the more powerful of the 3 with its Defiant ability, but it is a fighting flying type, still super cool. And last but not least is Galarian Moltres, probably honestly my favorite dark flying type. That spread dark type move that it uses with its chance to flinch is just super powerful. Also, whenever it decreases its health below half, it gets a special attack buff, which is super crazy. But yeah, that's all 3 birds. So now I can go back and we can talk to Peony about the birds, and it says that they're probably roaming around the different areas now. So I gotta get more roaming mons. Let's go see if we can explore the... Okay, so it doesn't actually have Regice or Registeel here, but it does have a bunch of other Pokemon, so we're not going to do this quite yet. Instead, let's go talk to Peony the 3rd time. And he says that we need to clear each of the ruins 10 times each to see if we can find anything that opens the 3-point pass. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, with this, we all have completed the steel place 10 times, but I was too busy cooking, so now we're going to do it 11. Alright, I went ahead and I cleared Iceberg Ruins 10 times, but I did it 11 times because I forgot to mention that I did it 10 times. But now we only have 1 left, which is Rock Peak Ruin, which is filled with rock types. Alright, this should be the last clear of Rock Peak Ruins, which means that we've cleared all 3 of the ruin areas enough times, and I didn't even click on it to do it the 11th time that time, which is great. But the ruins are still inaccessible, so now I have to go back and talk to Peony again. And okay, now Registeel, Regice, and Regirock have appeared in each of the areas. So now it wants me to catch a Regirock, Regice, and Registeel, and I'm gonna see if I could not do that real quick. Alright, my dudes, it's been a week since I recorded that last kind of first half of the Pokeclicker episode, and I had a lot of stuff come up during the week that caused it so that I couldn't upload this video during the week. But hopefully this is gonna go up on this Saturday once I spend 5 hours not sleeping at 10 p.m. We'll get it done. But there were a few things I want to mention, and that is that they made me my own little mini sprite in the game, as well as giving me my own code. And the mini sprite is so cool. I like it a lot. So, thanks again for doing that, guys. But I've been doing various things. I also lost the save data to which I had played up with too, so I had to replay through all of that, and that was a bit of a pain. So there might be some things that are like slightly different, but most of it is the same. So we did, I did all the 100 Electrode quest part of the meta discovery, and that had me catch 5 Groudons, and I was on 4 out of 5 Groudons, but I think what happened is I hatched another one down here in my incubator by accident, so it skipped that part of the quest, so now we're on just delivering the materials to Butler. So let's go do that. This guy is on a Jagged Pass, and talking to Butler has given me a Meta Groudon from the movie. It's down here somewhere in the list. We got Meta Groudon as like a darker, more evil version of Groudon. Alright, so let's head back over to the Crown Tundra. And I might have said in the last video that you needed to like encounter the legendary birds because they were roaming, but there's very obviously just a Galarian Articuno here. I don't know how I didn't see that before, but we're gonna activate all of our buffs in order to go fight this Galarian Articuno real quick. It does have 2 billion health, but we are chunking through its health faster than the time bar is chunking through us, so I think we're at a pretty good pace. Alright, so now we've defeated the Galarian Articuno. It has run over here to Freezing Shore, and we get to beat it a second time. And down goes Galarian Articuno the second time, and now it seems like it has flown up towards the Crown Shrine, so we just need to beat it one more time. Same amount of health, same amount of stats on our side. I think you can figure out how this one's gonna go. Alright, but now we've defeated Galarian Articuno 3 times, and now we can move over to one of the other areas. We got Zapdos here in South Galar, so I'm gonna go ahead and beat through Zapdos 3 times real quick. For 2, 3 for Zapdos. Alright, and down goes Galarian Zapdos for the 3rd time. We're gonna reapply our buffs. And now we're going to head over to the Isle of Armor, where Galarian Moltres is hiding. Here it is. It's on this tiny little island in the southwest corner. Alright, we got the second attempt for Moltres. It's in a small island over on the right side. Alright, now don't call me a psychic type, but maybe once we beat Moltres here the second time, it's going to go to that small island in the top left corner over there. And I'm completely wrong, it is in the middle. Guess I'm just dumb. And down goes Galarian Moltres for the 3rd try, so now we can return to the Crown Tundra. We got some things to talk about with Peony, because I have also gotten all of the Reggies caught within their respective chambers. So Peony's going to talk about how we caught the birds. Now we can catch them. It'll be in the same areas that we chased them. So maybe now if we talk to the Freezington Mayor, yeah, they're going to be roaming around the Crown Tundra now. Okay, let's see what Peony says to say about the rock. Apparently a Regigigas has appeared in the giant's bed. Let's see. Oh, yeah, there's just a whole Regigigas here. Okay, while I was clicking down this Regigigas, I realized that one of our quests says that we have to actually catch the Regigigas, so I turned on our Master Balls here for a sec. And down goes giant Regigigas. At that, now we can return to Peony, who says that the doors to Split Decision Ruins are now open, and we have access into Regidrago and Regieleki. So let's see if we can get a pair of them. Okay, we have managed to find a Regieleki on our 3rd try, so we're gonna just use our Master Ball, and we're good. Okay, we found a Regidrago, but I had to turn on the Time Flute in order to be able to actually catch it, and it seems like we have managed to catch the Regidrago with about a second left. I had a bit of trouble clearing the dungeon that time, but that is probably going to be the end of the Regi quest line. If we go talk to Peony, yep, that's the end of the quest line. Alright, and going back on to another quest line that we haven't touched since I came back is the Calyrex quest line. So Calyrex has given us the Reins of Unity and is also giving us a chance to capture it here in the Crown Shrine. We're ready to go with our buffs. Let's see how we do. Alright, this time around I was able to finally get a Calyrex. So with a little bit more tapping, we're going to Master Ball it, and now we have Calyrex on our team. But since it gave us some Reins of Unity, we can go over to our item bag all the way at the bottom. Oh yeah, I also have Pure Lights now, so I can do that. And now we have Ultra Necrozma. I know I kind of brushed off having that, but yeah. But we can take the black mane hair, we can use it on Calyrex, and that will give us Calyrex Shadow Rider form. And we can take the white mane hair, we can use that on Calyrex, and that will give us Ice Rider Calyrex. Now we can go back to Peony, maybe the first one. He's talking about Calyrex and its big noggin, and that clears that quest. So now all I have to do is catch I'm wasting Magic Balls. Alright, now all I have to do is catch a Galarian, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres, and then we'll be good to go. I'll see you in a sec when that happens. So, as you can see on the left, I have caught one of Galarian Moltres, Galarian Zapdos, and Galarian Articuno from their respective areas. Now I'm gonna head over to Crown Tundra so I can talk to Peony one last time to finish up the expedition. And now we have complete. Wait. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, now we get to fight Elite Trainer Peony, who. Okay, wait, I need all the stuff for this. Okay, he's only got 5 Pokemon, and because we reached the middle health of the 5 Pokemon in the middle of the timer, I think we'll be good to beat Peony on Trek here. Last is Kappa Raja, super cool. And yeah, now we've beaten Peony, and I'm not sure what that did, but I think it was good. Alright, so we have caught every single Galarian Pokemon in the dex, except for the one that's hiding over here in the Crown Shrine, but once I get some more combat power, we'll definitely come back for this guy. And of course, back in the Alola region, we still have to do the Magikarp jump sub-region. I did work on it a little bit. I waited until I beat 10 Pokemon in this route in order to beat that, but I'm slowly training out my Magikarp, and eventually we'll get some more Magikarps. Just out of curiosity, can I actually beat the Friend League? That's a no. Okay, yeah, I didn't even get halfway on this Magikarp, so I'm gonna have to train that guy up a good bit more. We'll get him. We'll get him nice and strong. Maybe we'll do a live stream where we do the Magikarp jump sub-region. Speaking of training monsters, I don't think I mentioned this before, but they have changed the way that vitamins work a little bit. So you have proteins like you did before, which increases your attack bonus every breeding cycle, but now they have calcium and carbos. And what calcium does is that it increases Pokemon attack bonus percentage every breeding cycle, and carbos reduces the number of steps required when hatching every cycle. So technically there is like a combination of calcium and proteins that's like best for every Pokemon, and that's on that that new Pokeclicker wiki that I showed off in one of the episodes. So I'm gonna have to go and do that at some point, but I'm still sticking with proteins for now, and probably off screen I'll start incorporating the calcium. Also, we're not anywhere close to being able to Mega Evolve another Pokemon yet. If Gyarados was in here, we could Mega Evolve Gyarados 100%, because Gyarados is heckin' strong. Yeah, I'll keep training up those guys in the background. And hopefully we'll get some new Megas to start off the next episode, whenever the next update comes out. But yeah, hopefully down the line for the next updates they'll add some quests that involve like a Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon, and those will be kind of neat to do. And I think what'll really bring me back is like the Hisui region, because it's kind of hard for me to make an episode just about doing like one quest. But yeah, I know the Pokeclicker devs are definitely working their hardest on this game, and they're doing pretty good. And yeah, I'm definitely not saying that for any other reason. No other reasons at all. None that I can think of. Use code FIREITEM1. But that is going to be it for this episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, maybe consider leaving a like on the video, and even consider subscribing, because both of those things help me out an absolute ton. I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you.